Next is our News Bites, highlighting events over the past month or so, including stories from the pages of the Nichi Bei News. Let's roll the News Bites, please.
So let's roll the News Bites. The News Bites rolling. Japan Video and Media closed on May 29th after more than 40 years of business in San Francisco's Japantown. Takeshi Onishi, an early promoter of anime and manga in the community, and an original member of the Japantown Merchants Association, helped organize the Aki Matsuri, an annual Bon Odori, in the 1980s. Onishi, 78, plans to spend time with his family in Japan as well as America.
The Japanese Overseas Migration Museum, which opened in Yokohama, Japan in 2002, aims to spread knowledge about Japanese overseas migration history, Shigeru Kojima, one of its founding members, said. It has a temporary exhibit in San Jose's Japantown, highlighting community groups that have shaped it, referencing historical archives, photos, and interviews with community members. The exhibit runs through June 29th. For more information, visit www.jica.go.jp.
The Japantown Rainbow Coalition held its annual flag raising ceremony on Osaka Way in San Francisco's Japantown in honor of Queer and Transgender Asian Pacific Islander Week and Pride Month, before a procession to raise the Pride Progress flag at the Konko Church of San Francisco on May 31st.
Dozens paid tribute to the late journalist K.W. Lee on April 26 at San Francisco State University's Towers Conference Center. Lee passed away March 8 at the age of 96. The Pulitzer-nominated investigative reporter and editor was the first Korean immigrant to work in a mainstream American newspaper and a stalwart civil rights advocate known as the godfather of Asian American journalism. Lee is perhaps best known for his reporting on the 1973 murder of Yip Yi-tak and wrongful conviction of Chol Soo-lee. Lee wrote 120 articles on the Chol Soo-lee case, galvanizing a coalition to free the wrongfully convicted Korean immigrant from prison in 1983. Fellow journalists and activists alike praised Lee for his relentlessness and his legacy.
The San Francisco Giants hosted their annual Japanese Heritage Night on May 16th at Oracle Park as they took on the Athletics. Since 2012, the Giants have celebrated this event to bring community members together and highlight Japanese culture with special festivities and a menu featuring Japanese dishes. Pre-game celebrations kicked off with an interview with UI-Kai Japanese American Community Senior Service Center's Executive Director Jennifer Masuda. San Jose Taiko then took the field, filling the stadium with powerful drum beats as fans settled into their seats. Kimberly Vernon, a Yonsei and the reigning Miss California 2024, threw out the ceremonial first pitch. Members Even After Nice, or MEAN, an alumni group of UC Berkeley's Nikkei Chorale Ensemble, sang the national anthem. A portion of the proceeds from special event ticket sales benefited the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Northern California. Event sponsor Kikoman presented guests with Giants memorabilia. Japanese Heritage Night ended with a 9-1 Giants win over their longtime Cross Bay rivals, and fireworks lighting up the sky over Oracle Park.
On Memorial Day, representatives of more than 24 Japanese American community organizations gathered at the Japanese Cemetery in Colma, California, for the annual Community Memorial Day ceremony. Organized by the Japanese Benevolent Society of California, the event included an interfaith ceremony by representatives of the Japanese American Religious Federation of San Francisco. Consul General of Japan in San Francisco, Yo Osumi, spoke at the event, which honors community pioneers and all who have passed on. The event was preceded by an annual cemetery cleanup led by the Japanese Cultural and Community Center of Northern California.
The Japanese American National Museum is partnering with the Irei Project and USC's Duncan Ryuken Williams to travel the Ireicho Book of Names in conjunction with pilgrimages to all 10 former War Relocation Authority, or WRA, concentration camps, to other Department of Justice, or DOJ, and Wartime Civil Control Administration, or WCCA, incarceration sites, and selected cities across the US. The national tour launched in Washington, D.C. in February at Day of Remembrance events at the U.S. Navy Memorial and the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. The Ireicho is the first comprehensive listing of persons of Japanese ancestry who were incarcerated in U.S. Army, DOJ, WCCA, and WRA camps. The Ireicho made its way to the Bay Area June 2nd to 7th in conjunction with the Berkeley Historical Society Museum and Palo Alto Buddhist Temple. On June 3rd, Berkeley Mayor Adina Ishii signed the book in remembrance of 6 ancestors. For more up-to-date news like this, please be sure to subscribe to the Nichi Bei News, carrying on a legacy of 125 years of community leadership through media at www.nichibei.org/subscribe.